Hey, what's going on, friends? This one goes out to everyone who's a fan of physics, mathematics, and we'll get back to politics soon. Maybe once the sort of political temp cools down a little bit. There's very interesting questions that exist about nominalism and formalism, or forms of Platonic idealism. This is really relevant for physics when we're interpreting theory. And I posted a short yesterday, a little bit about some of the weird questions, some of the stuff that Sabine covers. I think a lot of physicists have thought about the way intuition and knowledge seems to fall in the gaps of things. And so here's one of the sort of challenging ideas is, with mathematical formalism and ideas about mathematical objects being Platonic ideals. There's a real notion that the ontology, or the way in which we imagine our knowledge systems signify things, our language systems signify things, implies that mathematics in the universe isn't, just as an analogous argument. It's like the grammatical and sort of whatever it's called, signification of syntax or something like this, grammar and syntax of mathematical objects. Either is the case that it's referencing just systems that we've developed. And so it's never really about the universe. It only corresponds in the sense that it corresponds in a specific context, which is usually what we think of as, sort of empirical understandings. Or it's the case that, the universe does have both grammar and syntax in some sense where, mathematics are actually talking about objects in the universe. What we're talking about is what is real and is out there. And so why is this important? Well, the really hard question is how you actually, from my opinion, is how you actually evidence some of this stuff. It's really difficult because particle physics is sort of so easy. It's so easy because when you look at the Standard Model, that's both what happens when photons hit your skin, when we see, whatever it is, when we see particle interactions and we see things happening in a particle accelerator, it's the same thing, same exact thing. And that layer of particle theory actually goes down a layer deeper when we're talking about sort of metaphysics. Yeah, and that was the long rambling video, I think. That's it.